Darling? You haven't said a word in days. I found your food in the bin again. Say something. Please. It's just that a lot's happened and I can't stand the thought of you sitting here mulling it all over in your head. There are some things in the world that just aren't meant to work. And your father living here was one of them. You're too young to understand why. I'm so sorry, I know you hate hearing that. But there are some things about your father that even he doesn't understand. Just when you feel like this, when you feel frustrated and angry at me, or at him, or at both of us, just remember the dragon in the Grassland. You remember the story, don't you? The one where the good people lived in peace and harmony, with any and all things under the sun and stars. Any and all things but the dragon, whose flames turned their land and all its peace into cinder, and left their history to drift away, lost, like ash in the wind, like a whisper in a windstorm, like tears in the rain. Never forget about the brave man, though, the one who travelled the world in search of a new land, the one who watched as his home was turned to ash, the one who watched as his people lost their homes, the one who watched as everything he knew was taken from him and replaced by the dragon's fire. And despite all of it, all this horror that swept across his home, the one who could still love, and love he did, with all his heart, his wife from the new land and the son the two of them bore. But the men and women he walked past in the street were not his people. The friends he made were not his people, and the longer he stayed in this new land, the less he resembled his own people. The brave man pined for his home, his real home, out in the grassland, where the air is clear as crystal, the water pure as amethyst, where the mountains kissed the clouds, and all the faces looked like his. The brave man was more than just another story, and when you're old enough, I might even tell you his name. And maybe when that day comes, you won't be so angry at your father.